Hello dear learner, welcome back to the Zoom Chemistry Hub. Today in this video we will discuss the most important topic, that is the shape of orbitals. So first we know that as mutual quantum number tell us the shape of orbital, that is when the L is equal to 0, then the orbitals are s orbital are spherical in shape. That is, for example, if we have axis, that is x and y axis, and where the x and y axis are meet, this is the nucleus of an atom, and around the nucleus there are circles, and this circular shape is called 1s orbital. Similarly, if we have 2s, then the size of this spherical shape is larger than 1s. For example, if we have 2s, then the size of 2s becomes large than 1s. The size of 2s orbital are larger than 1s. Similarly, if we go 3s, 4s, then the size of the orbital s orbital becomes larger and larger. Now we will discuss the shape of p orbitals. We know that when the value of L is equal to 1, then the orbital or subshell will be p subshell or p orbital. And we know that p subshell contain 3 orbital, that is px, py and pz. And if we see their shapes in 3 dimensions, then the px have a shape on their x-axis, that is in between the nucleus where the x and y are meets, and on it contains 2 lobes, one on each side of the nucleus on the x-axis. Similarly, py have 2 lobes on the y-axis, and in the middle, that is the nucleus of that atom. Pz, that is z-axis. And if we see these 3 orbitals, they are perpendicular to each other, that is px are perpendicular to the py, and py is the perpendicular to the pz, that is px, py and pz. Now we will discuss the shape of d orbital, and we know that when the L value of L is equal to 2, then the orbitals or subshell are d subshell. And we know that d subshell have 5 degenerates orbitals, that is dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square, y square, and dz square. D subshell or d orbital have a double dumbbell shape like this, double dumbbell shapes. And similarly, if we see the dxy shapes, then that is x and y axis, and their lobes are on the x axis and y axis, that is dxy. Similarly, if we see dyx, dyz, that is y axis and z axis, here the two lobes on the y axis and z axis, that is dyz. Similarly, dzx have a shape, that is z axis and x axis, and the two lobes on x axis and z axis. And similarly, dx square, y square have a shape, that is x and y. So the dx square, y square have a shape in between the two axes, dx square, y square, and dz square have a shape like the p orbitals. Z square, dz square have a shape, it has a ring in the middle of this lobe, that is the ring in the middle of this lobe. So this is the dz square. The shape of dz square are totally different from the others. The dz square resembles the p orbitals with an additional rings shaped lobe in the center. In spite of different shapes, dz square is mathematically equivalent and show the same properties as the other d orbitals. That's for all today, the learner. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, fellows. Thanks for watching.